I'm gonna hate when we get to the show and none of these people matter.
Yeah.
The whole backstory of everybody in existence. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Stoneface Reactions. I'm Theta, this is Lessons, and we are back with another episode of Legend of the Galactic Heroes. We recorded 3 episodes, or this will be the 3rd episode we're recording back-to-back, as our reintroduction after a 5-month hiatus back into...
Galactic Heroes, yes.
No, I was gonna pronounce the abbreviation, and then I realized I didn't know off the top of my head what to say. Logh.
Yeah, no, I don't think that's gonna work.
Logh. It's Gaiden, technically. So,
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess the H would be silence, right? Silent.
But,
Sorry.
But, Galactic Heroes.
I guess I should also say that I am experiencing a lot of tongue pain at the moment, so I put a numbing agent on my tongue. I'm not explaining it to you. You already know. I'm explaining it to the audience, who might explain why I keep correcting S sounds that I'm making. I hear myself making an S sound, and it's like, oh, that's not what I meant, and then I correct myself, and it's like, oh, I'm not an idiot. I'm not pluralizing everything on purpose. I'm in a bit of a way, and I just feel like I need a moment to explain. That was the moment, by the way. I'm explaining the moment that I took to explain.
It's the moment now.
That's my problem. If you leave it to me on my own devices, I'll be explaining the moment that I took to explain the moment about the moment that I took to explain the moment that we just took to explain the moment. It's like the thing we talked about in Gundam Wing, about the businessman explaining why he doesn't have to explain the profits that he makes because they don't typically explain profits, because explaining the profits is also something that they don't typically do in their business, which is, of course, where you don't have to explain the profits that you made, because, once again, it's not the profits that you typically have to explain. Whole newspaper article that's like that.
Yeah. It reminds me of Spaceball. You see that scene, they VHS, we're now. Now. What happened to now? Just pass. When? Then. So where are we? Now. So what's going to happen? Soon.
When? Yeah. Sorry. The pedantic in my head's like, no, this isn't right. I'm like, I know what you're talking about. Spaceballs 2 coming soon. Don't think it's going to be good. I love Mel Brooks, but I already watched the entirety of the Spaceballs cartoon, so I know that was lightning in a bottle. Not reproducing it. Mel Brooks could do... If anyone could do lightning in a bottle a second time, I think it'd be Mel Brooks. He's done it a number of times. There's not... I don't think there's a Mel Brooks movie I didn't like.
2, I think. He did History of the World Part 2, finally.
No, he's done a ton of stuff. Did you ever see... I can't remember the name of it. It's basically The Super, but Mel Brooks did it first. I'm sure somebody else did it before him, too. Like, he's did tons of stuff, like Blazing Saddles, but I mean, the one where he has to switch places with his tenants in order to keep his properties. So he's basically him living out in the streets and everything like that. Great movie. I'm just saying, there's not a Mel Brooks movie I don't like. So I'm saying that...
No, but he has done follow-up to movies before. Like, he did the History of the World Part 1, and then he did for, I think it was Netflix, but more like a TV series kind of thing. History of the
well, I'm not indicating that he's never done a follow-up. I just told you I watched the Spaceballs cartoon. That's a follow-up.
I didn't know that it even existed.
Well, I would... if you like Spaceballs, it's probably worth watching, but it's not great.
Yeah,
it's not... it doesn't live up to Spaceballs. It is a slapstick comedy thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not as good, and I can only anticipate we're going to get all the energy of Spaceballs the cartoon in a Spaceballs 2. But I can't, I can't say I wish they didn't do it. Literally, they set it up in the first one. The search for more money. If they do a money grab with Spaceballs 2, they told us they would. So, I can't be angry.
We didn't see it coming.
The existence of Spaceball 2 is just the payoff for a joke. I feel like you don't even have to watch it. You can just watch Spaceballs 1, Spaceballs 2, The Search for Money. That'd be funny. Oh, they did it. Funny joke.
Yeah. Like that joke in Airplane 2 where it's like Rocky 27 or something, which is
No, that is also in Spaceballs.
yeah.
That is the news announcer before they announced Pizza the Hut died because he ate himself to death in a stretch limo he got locked in. It's the movie reviewer, Rocky 9000.
No, but the original joke happened in her play too, because the character stands beside a poster of Rocky, and it's an old man going like this. It's like Rocky 27 or something. Very big number, but Roman numerals. So it's like, here we go.
I don't think it plays as well. Well, because the idea that I don't think Sylvester Stallone is going to get to that point before he dies.
I mean, he's in his 70s now.
Yeah, but he's going to become more of a Ric Flair. A little bit saggy, but still bigger old man. He's never going to look like Mick, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, he's not going to look that. But he has made a lot of Rocky movies, and then there's the Creed movies, which are sort of a follow-up to the Rocky movies, where he doesn't play the main, fighter.
Yeah, no, I've only seen the first Creed movie. I never saw the other one, so I don't even know if he's in the other ones.
Yeah, that Creed movie was awesome.
I assume he has to be in the other ones because they brought up back Drago. There's gonna be no point of bringing back Drago. Technically, it's Drago and his son, which I guess his son is supposed to be fighting Creed, so you wouldn't need Sylvester Stallone. No, I think I've seen clips where Sylvester Stallone's picking a fight with Drago. So yeah, I guess they're both in it.
And the ex-wife, which was the wife during the movie, Bridget something or other. I don't remember what her name was.
Bridget Nielsen.
Yeah.
Who then had a relationship with Flavor Flav, as per the show Flavor of Love, the VH1 show, where follow the line. I think there was 2 seasons of Flavor of Love, and then Rock of Love, which was can't remember his name.
Yeah. That's a rabbit hole I think we should.
And then what's her name from The Apprentice, who also had 2 seasons, I believe.
Yeah, I'm not.
I Love New York. That was I Love New York.
I'm not a fan of reality
because her name was. I don't either. I don't watch this shit.
Yeah,
but I also live on planet Earth, and I am on the internet. So
yeah, I think the joke today would be like Survivor 9000 or something like that.
Except that people love Survivor.
I know, but people love the Rocky movies as well. So
yeah, but the Rocky movies have one person as the main star. Survivor is just a bunch of people. Also, not for nothing. I think you could put a bunch of geriatrics in Survivor and people would watch.
Yeah.
The joke about Rocky 9000 being, or 27 being an old man Rocky doesn't play as well as, can these 70-year-olds survive on an island alone? It's like, oh man, can they? I'm voting for the World War II Survivor. And how far away are we from actually dropping people into Ukraine? Survivor.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
We've dropped these 10 mercenaries into Ukraine with no supplies. Will anybody come back?
One of William Shatner's best performances, actually, because he's pretty funny in that movie.
Airplane 2?
Yeah.
I didn't think you were talking about TOS. So you're not a big fan of TJ Hooker, I guess what you're saying?
Huh?
Not a big fan of TJ Hooker, I guess what you're saying?
I saw it when I was a kid, but it was a cop show. Box standard cop show.
I said TJ Hooker, and then you were talking, and I'm like, oh god, ready the next reference. And then I could not think Tech War. Tech War was what I was aiming for. I just couldn't. Future War. No, that's not it.
No, it's Tech War. Based on a novel he wrote?
No.
I think
he got ghost written. Shadow ghost written for it. The words. Words aren't coming to me. I mean, to be fair, though, he did know a lot about the stuff that was ghost written for him, so it's possible that he actually did have a lot of way in, though I suggest that we're probably coming at this because we both probably watched the same video about Tech War. Was it a breakdown of the novel story, the video game story, and the TV show story? Yeah, that we probably watched the same guy. I think we're both probably subscribed to the same people. And not for nothing, it is also a video that I thought about going back and rewatching recently too.
There were 5 of those novels? There were not that much of them.
I'm more familiar with the TV show because I was watching USA back in the day, and I believe that's the channel that they aired on. Because there was that, season. It was that, and what, La Femme Nikita also aired around the same time.
Yeah, based on the movie. Yeah,
I mean,
and then
I
they
never
remade it. They made another series about.
legitimately never watched La Femme Nikita. I'm just familiar with it because it was on the air, and like, God, was I like Jazz? Wasn't Jazz its opening too?
Yeah,
like not a fan. I wasn't a fan. Obviously, it pushed me off
La
from
Femme
the.
Nikita had a movie, then they made a TV series, and then like a couple of years ago, about 5 or 6 years ago, they remade it again, the TV series, not the movie. So
Legit, if we had more time or we weren't recording, like this is just a conversation between us, I would legitimately go and look up the USA lineup of shows because I remember there was stuff I was actually watching. I did not watch Tech War, was not interested. Did not watch La Femme Nikita, but I was clearly on the USA channel for something I was watching. But probably Quantum Leap. I don't know what the hell was airing at the time.
Highlander as well.
The series? No.
Yeah.
No, I was never into Highlander, the movie, let alone the series.
Oh,
like,
I was.
I'm familiar with
movie.
what Raven also came out, which is also in the Highlander universe. Did not watch the animated series when it came out either.
Yeah, that one.
Just not into the Highlander stuff. There was look. What I'm clearly saying is that despite the fact that USA got bought out and shut down, they had a lot of really creative shows in their lineup that I absolutely did not watch any of them. I support USA's lineup. I do not support it with my viewership.
Yep.
Also, I remember USA also had its own cartoon lineup at some point because it was a train thing with a bunch of cartoon characters on it that would introduce the cartoons that would show up. Because I very specifically also remember there was like a Charles in Charge type show that they had.
I don't remember that one.
It was about a kid in like high school or middle school who was just so suave and charismatic. I guess it was a Charles in Charge meets Saved by the Bell because he would always like one up the bullies and everything. But it had the same feel as the more adult shows. God,
we know how that turned out.
I swear, if it wasn't on a time constraint, I could fucking tell you the name off the top of my head. Well, anyway, after all that in-depth detail of Legend of the Galactic Heroes conversation we've had, I think there's nothing left to do but to hop on into it.
But before we get started,
make sure that you hit the like button,
hit that subscribe button,
comment down below to feed that algorithm.
On top of all that, if you want to watch more shows like this,
unfiltered,
uncensored,
and uncut,
as well as some early access stuff,
you can check it out over on the Patreon.
It's just $5 a month, but hey, no pressure.
There's zero pressure in order to do that. It's just a little bit of extra support, and it would be greatly appreciated.
All right, what do you got to say about the intro this time?
That I wish I knew kanji, which I don't.
Why?
Because there's so many. When I'm watching so much anime, and there's so many details. Like I was watching a reaction to the last week's episode of Sonobisuke Do, which is a my dress up darling. And in the translation, it said, "Oh, the trains are going to be delayed." Blah blah. To point in the the arms. Now I'm stuck with the arms.
Well, you tend to be stuck with the arms to go with you.
Yeah. Somebody who knows Japanese, like, oh, somebody died on the train, and that's why the train's in Tokyo. Of course, they don't translate that, so it's like, oh, it's a serious accident, but they don't translate the entire, Japanese text, right? Because it'll be Hagedana as well, so,
Sorry, just to derail us one more time. For one thing, USA aired Duckman. I knew I was watching that.
Yes.
Monk, they also had Monk, which of course I was watching. Moby Dick, and I'm assuming that must be the Patrick Stewart Moby Dick, which of course I watched. Sorry, just trying to see if I could remember the show I was talking about while the opening. I was trying to get you to talk over the opening while I'm doing. I could not find the name of that school show I was talking about, though. And now we're finally going to get the political stuff that we were promised last episode. Oh, also they had tattooed teenage alien fighters from Beverly Hills. I forgot that one. I did watch that too.
Perfect place for an ambush.
Yeah, but remember, dueling is allowed. We hired an assassin to duel.
せいぜい少尉か下士官のような生活をしている。ことさら臨職というわけではないが、倹約が身に染みついているのである。
I mean, he's used to it because he used to be the lowest form of knight of ability.
Well, he also came from a poor family where his dad couldn't
Yeah.
afford anything and in fact
Yeah.
sold his sister because they were so broke. That's right, they were so broke. Hey, she's back. The one I said was missing from 2 episodes ago. My favorite of the nobles. The wide car.
それは残念です。そういえば今日は一人なの？珍しいわね。キルヒアイスならサカンたちの戦略研究会に出席しています。
I think she's gonna die.
彼にもよろしくね。私のサロンにも遊びに来てと伝えてちょうだい。承知しました。必ず申し伝えます。
I think she's gonna die because if I think of anyone is gonna be like a love interest for Reinhardt that's not Siegfried, then I think it's be her. And that is like having a death flag.
Yeah. They're gonna go after him and they're gonna kill her. And
See? I said that you couldn't be propping her up more. She killed a horse with bare hands. That's why I said it was weird that she was not in the room with the other one. The one that she did the duel for.
あえて彼女に接近して自らが孤立する羽目になるのはごめん被りたいところであろう。ところがマグダレーナだけは完全としてあるいは
Like I said, I've liked her since the moment we met her.
の間に友情を成立させ、門閥貴族の反感を意に
Plus, I have that curse where I tend to like characters that die.
Yeah.
女のくせに横髪破りなと非難したところ。
男のくせに女の悪口を言う以外に何の能もないの？
と反撃され。 それが広まってしばらくは社交界に顔が出す。
She embarrassed him so badly that he's like, yeah. Oh.
マリンドルフ伯爵家のヒルダ嬢ちゃんじゃないの？
I legit thought she just confused somebody else with Reinhardt or she went like 360 around the neighborhood.
ええ、来年卒業です。その後はやっぱり大学に進むの？ええ。
マリンドルフ家の亡くなった夫人が以前 ベストパーレ家が主催する学校で古典音楽の講師をしていたことがある。だが、娘のヒルダことヒルデガルドは芸術
I'm gonna hate when we get to the show and none of these people matter.
興味があるらしいんだ。
The whole backstory of everybody in existence.
いずれ国務省所ぐらい簡単に務まるのにね。それとも軍隊に入って軍務少書かしら？ ベストパーレ夫人こそ大元帥の軍服が
I will say the one detractor here is I believe if you're wearing a hair clip, it should do something.
Yeah.
それも悪くないわね。どう？乗っていかない？どこへでも送ってあげてよ。それじゃあ遠慮なくお願いします。
Take me straight to the top.
Also, even when you're having aristocracy, what a waste of resources to have intelligent women not be part of your government, right?
I'm
Because
glad
you're
you
so
didn't dead
obsessed
end.
with-
Glad you didn't dead end where I thought you were going to.
Yeah.
What a waste to have intelligent women. Edit. Quick edit.
Right?
Show needs a villain.
Especially in a time where you're in a war, ostensibly you need everybody on board.
Took
Right?
another 1,000 days before he met.
その後、自身の多彩な恋と芸術家のパトローネとしての活動に追われて、他人の恋に干渉するどころではなくなったからであった。
Well, at least indicates that she's alive for at least another 3 years. Close to 3 years.
Except for the wife.
This does not look like this guy's house. Can you imagine him
Oh, his
walking from one room to another?
Yeah.
No, you can't even imagine him walking. That's how bad it is.
パーティーは欠席すべからざる重要なものなのである。この日のパーティーでもその傾向が見られ、広い会場の各所やいくつかの別室で談合や討議がアルコール混じりに行われていた。
Isn't that the nobles that were complaining last time about him being?
Well, they're complaining about Reinhard, not
Yeah.
Rummelshausen.
ひたすら若い食欲を満たすことに集中していた。
Frankenfurter. Despite being nobles, they don't really ever change their outfits.
この時リューネブルクは義理の兄にあたるハルテンベルク伯爵に奥の部屋に呼ばれていた。
Dude, don't get stuck in on the dessert table. That just looks bad.
警察総局次長の要職にあり、
Oh.
次期警視総監の最有力候補として知られていた。そして次は内務省書として閣僚に列するであろうと噂されている。リューネブルクの妻エリザベートの兄であり、リューネブルクがおそらく全帝国でただ一人畏怖する相手である。
I mean, good reason to fear him. Especially if his wife is talking to her brother. Yeah, exactly. What I'm talking about.
妻がエリザベートが何か申しましたか？妹は何も言わぬ。あれはとかくうちにこもりすぎる。もう少し自分の考えや周囲に起こったことを口にした方がよほど良いのだが、ただ口に出さぬにしてもあれが何かと思い屈していることはわかる。あれに対する K の態度も完全無欠という。
I mean, you don't want to make an enemy of the police chief.
Yeah.
Or future Secretary of the Interior.
所持自重を願いたいものだ。少々ハルテンベルク伯爵家の政治的な影響力だけを目的として K が妹に求婚したとは思いたくない。この縁談を進めた私自身の人を見る能力にも関わってくる。
Well, then you fucked up here, I think.
妹の家庭の幸福と私のメンツと。
Although we already know that she didn't want to marry him, so
Yeah.
his word didn't mean much, I don't feel like.
最善と思われる道を取るしかない。一つ伺いたいのですが、伯爵。何か。エリザベートの前の婚約者のことです。妹に求婚するとき、K は言ったはずではなかったのか。妹の過去に全く興味はないと。あれは食言か。自由惑星同盟とやらいうファントどもの集団では食言も許されるやもしれない。
Never not an opportunity to shit on those alliance bastards.
過去を気にしているのは私ではなくエリザベートの方です。あれは断るごとに私の背後に以前の婚約者の影を見ております。妻は否定するが私にはわかる。
You're just
So?
jealous, dude.
Yeah, stop being such a pencil dick.
妻は過去を気にし、夫は現在を気にする。リューネブルク家の夫婦はそれぞれに悩みを持っているようだが、で、一体未来は誰が気にするのかね。少なくとも私は気にしております。それは長情なことだ。
Raise the roof.
少々、これ以上私を失望させないでくれんかね。
You have failed me for the last time, Lunenburg.
It feels like he's gonna go to his wife and beat the crap out of her.
I feel like this guy's not going to be alive for very long.
That too.
I don't feel like Lunenburg has any ability to hurt anybody, but at the same time, I don't feel like they're showing us for nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And I prefer my vision of the future than your vision of the future. God damn it, they haven't brought out the creme brulee yet. Let me go back there. I'm going to talk to them.
失礼、出口と間違えたようです。どうかなさいましたか？
Oh.
フラウ。
Is he having panic attacks, anxiety attacks?
I mean, legit, we
Oh,
saw her
wow.
have one of those at the other guy's house.
横になった方がいいでしょう。すぐに誰か呼んできます。
Oh, that's a compromising
ユ
position.
ーゼル少将は他人の妻に
We already saw them going to fisticuffs in the next time on.
あなた何を誤解していらっしゃいますの？ミューゼル閣下は私が気分を悪くしたのをご覧になってここに寝かせてくださったのです。失礼なことをおっしゃっては。
ミューゼル少々、K の弁明を聞こうか。
弁明？なぜ私が K に対して弁明せねばならぬ？事情は K の霊夫人が説明なさった通りだ。別に謝辞を
I don't know how you could live in this society and not be requesting duels left and right.
それは深いだろう。こういう場で最も会いたくない相手に出会ったのだからな。
ゲスめ！妄想もいい加減にするがいい。この上私の善意を曲解し、私を貴様の水準まで引き下げるつもりなら、実力を持って貴様に礼節を問うぞ。
実力を持って問うと1対1でか？
当たり前だ。こ
いつは俺もカナエの刑事。
I mean, we still have Goku level Reinhardt. Remember the glowing yellow from the very first thing we saw?
いつも K を助けてくれる赤毛の中心はここにはおらんぞ。 K 一人で俺に勝つつもりでいるとは。
I guess the element is that he's good at ground combat. So he's not like talking out of his ass here. We've seen him on the ground. If I'm Reinhardt, everyone get the fuck out here. Watch me beat this old man's ass. Start time now, old man.
I mean, he's also a good fighter, and we've seen that he can take a multiple step. It's not the same thing.
They both are. That's my point, though. We have no proof that one is actually better than the other. Well, I've seen him before, I think.
グリンメルスハウゼン大将閣下に会場の警備を命じられたものです。
おお、ケスラーとは K か。昨年憲兵隊に出向した時、K の話を。
Oh no, yeah, he's the guy that we got the story about.
Yeah.
At the school arc.
ミューゼル閣下。いずれにしても。 我が軍の将来を担うべき少数気鋭の両閣下が
Yeah, the one that refused to compromise on his ideals.
喧嘩沙汰に及ばれるはずもなし、よって初期を感じられたのでしょう。両閣下とも酔っておられる。それぞれのお住まいへ送って差し上げよう。
いや、大佐お手数をおかけする。確かに酒の量が過ぎたようだ。妻を連れて帰るから玄関に車を回してくれればありがたい。
I guess that's why he's considering it a win. Because he knows Reinhardt is concerned about her, and thus knowing she's going home with me.
感謝せねばならんな。酒が罪を着てくれるおかげで人間が救われる。
I'm doing you a favor, dude.
I don't know.
But Reinhardt's like, oh.
They legitimately said the whole we're putting our ranks aside sort of thing. I think this could have been played out.
Well, I think it's Reinhardt's letting his ego get in the... Yes, it's a minor victory for that other guy, but he could have played it much better. He should have understood what was happening.
I don't think it's a minor victory. Ironically, I know this guy here is responsible for getting Kessler out there to have stopped it, but saving his sister might have gotten him in better graces with the guy who's going to be the Secretary of the Interior later, which I think would have played well to Reinhardt. So it seems like an ego-driven move, but I think it would actually politically have been better for him than not having let it played out.
あくまで架空のことですが、リューネブルクが皇族の烙印だとしても、それが公式に認められない限り、何の意味も持ちません。歴史もそうですが、権力者
You think we're going to find out that Lunenburg has some sort of genetic anomaly and that's going to be why he gets assassinated?
まして今回、ア
Well, he's the bloodline of the Kaiser, and something's wrong with him. That would imply something's wrong with the Kaiser, and thus we can't let this guy live. Might be a way to get him taken care of.
Well, they haven't.
I know they haven't indicated to it. I'm just like throwing shit out there.
ほんのわずかな方たちだけじゃて娯楽院騒ぎの心配のないのは立ち入るようじゃが妹子はどう思っておいでなのかな。
エリザベートですか。あれが何を考えているのか実は私もよくわからんのです。リューネブルクを愛しているのかどうかさえ確たることは。
で
He doesn't.
リューネブルクは危険な人物であると
On a personal level?
はお考えですかな。
On a personal level, yes. As a power level, he doesn't have it yet. We know that he can kill.
Well, we all know
he's
that
taken
power
on-
levels are bullshit.
この老人のペースに巻き込まれているような。
わしゃ自他ともに認める無能
Ah, yeah.
We already know that. We already know he was playing that
そ
card.
れゆえに
Mm.
かえってさまざまな秘密に通じる場合もありましてな。野心も才能もなく。
So you know how I accidentally clicked the Steam button a while ago when I told you? This is how long it took Steam to boot up. Like, what the fuck is going on with this screen?
思わぬ長居をしました。私もこの辺りで失礼させていただくとしましょう。
He seems to be leaving like he's been chased out.
Well,
Like, oh, I
remember,
gotta
this
go,
guy has the
bye.
Kaiser's favor, so
Yeah.
he holds like a special position anyway. This is the bullet with my name on it.
ケスラー大佐、ご苦労じゃがついでにもう一つ頼まれてくれんか。
Oh, I didn't recognize that was a screen. I thought it was a cigar case.
Yeah.
リューネブルクメのよく動く舌を引き抜いてやれたのだ。やつめは俺のことを優にこと書いてか細い象牙細工だなどとほざいたのだぞ。か細いはとも
Well, you are pretty skinny
象牙細工というのは褒め言
Not
葉。
really.
少なくとも
compared to
I mean,
the
he's a
other guy.
little
who
bit
was,
shorter
pretty-
than most people, but you know, like,
そうは思ったが、そんなことを言ってもラインハルトの怒りが静まるはずもない。それを承知
I don't know. I
して
think
い
it
る
would have made us all feel better if
リュ
you'd
ー
done
ネ
it
ブルク
though.
に関するその後の調査結果をラインハルト
I think he was gonna-
に報告することにした。
He's a main character of energy, so I guess he could have won that fight, but the chunky laptops of the 1990s or late 80s, I suppose.
Hogan.
ホルゲン伯爵家の四男だったそうです。
四男ともなると伯爵本家を相続する可能性もなく、父親の後押しで軍官僚となった。貴族の指定だけが通う大学を7年もかけて卒業した末のことである。デスクワーク専門であったが、何かのパーティーでハルテンベルク家のエリザベートと知り合い、たちまちこの令状を夢中にさせてしまった。双方の親族の反対や異議を排して婚約が成立したが、にわかにカール・マチアスは前線基地の主計官として大佐待遇で帝都から転出した。
Oh, this is literally going to be the thing.
その基地が
Mhm.
反乱軍こと自由惑星同盟軍の攻撃を受け、カール・マチアスは白兵戦に巻き込ま
But
れて
why?
高名
Why
な
would it be the
ミッター連
thing?
隊に殺害されたという。3年半ほど前のこと
I
で
mean, we already know that he killed him. That's been implied to us in the past.
Yeah.
That when he was on the other side, he killed this guy, and then he came back and took the wife. But why? Why would he engineer that to happen?
ちょっと話ができすぎているのではないか。因縁話が好きなやつはいくらでもいるからな。あまり信用できない。
Yeah, like me.
では、
I'm one of those
Yeah,
people.
like you entirely live
何
in.
だとお考えですか。自分の再感に自信を持ち、かつ自分が不当に偶されていると感じたとき、そこを脱する道が存在するのであれば、扉を叩き破りたくなるのはそんなに不思議ではないのかもしれない。俺だって姉上が連れ去られた時は10歳だったからどうしようもなかったが、あれがせめて5年後であれば、姉上を伴って自由惑星同盟へ亡命していたかも
Well,
し
you
れ
had
ない。
to have kidnapped her away from the Emperor first, which would have been pretty hard for a
リューネ
15-year-old.
ブルクの現実はラインハルトの無数の未来の一つかもしれなかった。そうラインハルトは思い、一層の不快感にとらわれていた。6月14日、国務省所たるリヒテンラーデ公は
That's a familiar name too. A lot of these names are familiar for some reason.
報告が一段落したところで、皇帝が長期の弟に爵位を継がせる権を持ち出した。
いくつか候補はあるが結局ローエングラム伯爵家を継がせることにした。部門の名流であってあの者にふさわしいと思うたのでな。だがすぐに
Oh, the name is familiar. The face, though, we've only seen in a window that one time.
未成年じゃしな。木が熟すまで2年ほどは待つべきであろうな。
さよう、さまざまに異論がございましょうしな。ことに各公爵家の納得が得られるようご配慮いただければ幸いです。
2 years to him to someone to try to kill him multiple times.
今年のうちにもう一度ぐらい出兵があるのか。
軍務省より出兵計画案が提出されておりますが、お手元に届いておりませんか。
Not great that the plans are one piece of paper.
聞いたか、キルヒアイス。
Yeah, that everything gets compressed into one, and he's bored out of his mind.
無論、俺もお前も出動する。グリンメルスハウゼン提督も出動なさるのですか。いや、あの老人はもう退役同然だ。軍務省の
Don't look now. I think someone smeared shit all over your picture.
武君を立てるのは俺たちに任せておけばいい。ラインハルト様から戦争と野心を取ったら何も残らないのではないかな。
Talking about me?
Why the fuck would I be talking about you? What picture? You know I can't see your background.
Okay. I was like, what are you talking about?
それは常にラインハルトが共にいたからである。ラインハルトの存在が彼の労苦を半減してくれる。彼自身はそう思うのだが、実のところそれは本末転倒した考えであったかもしれない。ラインハルトの存在がなければ、キルヒアイスの労苦は大半が消失していたであろう。
You know someone's make that something else.
8月20日だ。
おめでとうございます。
めでたいか。
あなたのことです。出征なさればきっと武君をお立てに
Or
なるで
die.
しょうから。
Hopefully die.
だからおめでとうと申し上げました。
エリザベート、お前の婚約者はな。
Here comes the insult.
いや、なんでもない。
Was either going to be an insult or killed by me. But I guess this is also a form of torture.
Wait, yeah, I know, but I won't tell you. So,
I mean, you gotta believe he's already been. I guess he might have been declared captured. You don't know. I'm pretty sure everyone already knows he's dead. So, I guess it's more
That's the
about
whole
finding out what happened, less about any hope. No, behind him was a picture that looked like there was a picture behind it and had all this brown all over it. And I was like, oh, looks like there's shit all over your picture. I don't know why in a 24-minute episode of me cracking jokes about what's on the screen, you would suddenly think I'm talking about you when I didn't even look at the camera. I just kept looking this way.
I just think that some out of because I didn't notice that. I was like, what is he talking about?
I mean, that feels like self-incrimination at that point. At that point, I have to think that you're sitting over there thinking, oh, fuck, he knows I shit myself. Like, what the hell makes you think I'm thinking about you?
No.
That's what I'm saying. That's guilty conscience talk is what I'm hearing from your side. Someone smeared shit all over your picture. Fuck, how do you know?
What the fuck? I don't even get it.
Couldn't make it to the bathroom, wiped my shit on my hand, and I smeared it all over that picture. God damn it, how the fuck did he find out? That's what I'm saying. You just called yourself out for no reason. I'm like, what
I didn't call myself
hell?
out. It's like I didn't know what the hell you were talking about.
Yeah, but why would you think I was talking about you? That's what I'm saying. That's the guilty conscious talk.
No.
I feel like if like we were talking, like, oh yeah, they found that woman dead next door. I'm like, oh shit. Like, what?
What?
What are you?
Why did it end up with dead people?
Because it's like the most, you jump to the extremes to make the examples more poignant.
Yeah.
That wasn't about you. I'm just saying, like, if we were having a conversation about, or I was overhearing you and somebody else talking about some found dead next door to where I live, I'm like, oh, fuck. Like, what the hell is that reaction about? Like, guilty conscious reactions. No, it never ends right where you think it's going to end.
Yeah, that's true.
塞に到着したラインハルトとキルヒアイスは秘密の任務を帯びたケスラーと再会する。他方同盟軍も帝国軍の機戦を制するべく回廊周辺に大軍を集結させてい
Wow,
る。
it's been a while.
その作戦に参加する支援コップはリューネブルクとの決着を心に期す。そして先端はついに開かれた。次回銀河英雄伝説外伝千億の星千億の光第10話真実は時の娘。男たちの野望が銀河をかける。
I mean, sure, maybe. I guess maybe this is the build up to the movie.
I mean, the whole thing was before that he lost his lover in the battle and most of his command because this guy killed them. So
No,
he's
I mean
aiming
the
for him.
element of I assume the movie is going to take place at another battle, and we're going into another campaign, and
Yeah.
we have how many? 1, 2, 3 episodes left in this storyline.
I don't know. So you're the one with the counter, I guess.
Yeah, and I just counted. I said 1, 2, 3. Did you think I was just making it up? We have.
Oh, no, I believe
Why do you
you.
think I wouldn't just jump to a number? If I think I was making it up, I was at 3. I would have gone 1, 2, 3, as though I was counting.
Sure.
I know you're on the back foot because I figured out your whole paint smear thing. Paint smear. I mean, poop smear.
Well, here we go again. Oh boy, this is just disgusting
It
in
is.
so many ways.
One wonders why. I'm not trying to make this look, even if it's a joke right now, I'm not incorporating it into your murder of a bunch of kids. That's one step
Jesus
too far.
Christ. We're back to that again.
We're not. I'm saying I'm not incorporating it into your murder.
I didn't murder anybody.
Yeah, I know. That's what you told the chief after he let you go for not investigating the murders. Clearly, it was your best defense. Clearly, lessons. Clearly, the last thing you want to do is smear feces at the crime scene, which will identify you. The last thing we want, and no matter how hilarious it would be to give you the nickname of the poop smear murderer, I'm not going to add it to the lineup.
My God.
Listen, I've told you, I'm not adding it to the lore.
Your imagination just runs wild and keeps going and going. It's just...
We have an established lore. Look, maybe we'll do it for your doppelganger, okay? But it's not going to be for you.
Now I have a doppelganger.
Of course, because you're a main character. Ultimately, lessons, I didn't want to spoil, but we've got to, clear your name. You're a main character. You can't be guilty of the murders, otherwise the audience isn't going to be on your side. So, primary storyline has to be, oddly, the fact that you're not going to investigate the murders, but we still have to figure out how to find a way to make you clear of the crime, which, in, I guess, turn, the doppelganger is going to have to show up. So, technically, you're going to be responsible, in that there's going to be somebody that looks exactly like you. But I guess that's going to be the thing. Maybe we do incorporate the poop smear. Maybe that's how we identify it's not you. You don't smear poop. It's your doppelganger smears poop.
I'm hoping that nobody does, but sure, you know.
Well, that's the hope, but, for some reason you've got a guilty conscience about it.
I don't.
Then why did you respond that way?
It was just so weird. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about?
You reacted to why is there poop smeared all over your picture the same way I would say if, who ate all of my peanuts? You're like, what? You're talking about me?
I don't even like peanuts, so that would never be me.
Yeah, but the point is we reacted the same way. So if I went to my pantry and said, who ate all my food? And then you were like, oh, fuck, I didn't know it was your food. How do you know I smeared poop all over my picture?
We should stop before it gets even worse.
I think it gets worse. I mean, this is the point we're at. What's the step worse that you think is going to get made?
I don't know, but if I leave, no. If I leave, you just keep going. It's probably going to get worse.
I feel like it's a developing thing. We are children. I feel like it is a developing thing. I'm a 42-year-old, 6-year-old.
I mean, yeah.
Oh, you mean murdering children? I think so. We are children. I'm saying technically we are. Technically, we've both been laughing at smeared poop for the last 10 minutes.
It is funny though.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I was about to say. It's a building up thing. I'm only really talking about it because you keep laughing, and the element that you keep laughing is the reason I keep going. Someone's entertained by this. let's keep going, see where it goes. If you didn't laugh from moment one, I'm like, all right, that didn't land. Done.
Okay.
So know that you encourage it with your laughter.
Right. Inability to control my emotions, I guess.
Like I said, well, what I was saying before when I was responding to a thing that you didn't actually say, when you said, I thought you said we're both children, and we are. That's what I was saying, I'm a 42-year-old, 6-year-old. So I have the internal knowledge to know how these things work. You're laughing. I find that to be encouraging. I like laughter. I'm going to keep you laughing. So the moment you stop laughing, it turns into a narrative about why I did the thing I did before. Oh shit, we're in it.
Anything else to say about the episode?
I mean, this is the last episode that we're recording today, which means that when we come back, we should have a bunch of notes about everything that's happened so far. So a more in-depth analysis about everything. I know, real weird to hear me talking about serious conversation. Poop smear. By the way, an in-depth analysis of everything we talked about before is about,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like watching your professor put on a whole clown makeup thing and then going back to, I'm so sorry your parents died.
That's so horrible. You doctor.
Yeah, I'm saying it's the
doctor goes. You hear the votes. You're like, the fuck, and it's the doctor going, "Well, your dad didn't make it."
It's the disparity,
and then he walks away. Yeah,
the disparity between the seriousness of the situation and the comedy of the scene.
Yeah, that's one way to do a Patch Adams revival.
Oh, that would be. Except, Homie the Clown is instead of Patch Adams. If you're familiar, Homie don't play that in Living Color.
Yeah.
Oh,
that would be brutal.
That would be the In Living Color movie. Homie don't play that, and I don't know if the character ever had a name. The one who uses big words but doesn't understand what they mean.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Both
I think Fire Marshal Bill will be better.
Well, he would just be Fire Marshal Bill.
Yeah.
Also, I love Fire Marshal Bill, but they kind of overplayed him. Like they put him in a sci-fi setting. They Jason X'd Fire Marshal Bill. Also, I don't know you could do that for an hour. I don't think you could do that for 10 minutes.
No.
Yeah, he would just be the fire inspector at the hospital for a 5-minute scene. Or in the background. I think it would be more hilarious if he was just in the background. Like, the guy who doesn't understand words, using too big words, and he's trying to explain someone's medical condition. And in the background of a panning camera shot, you just see Fire Marshal. Let me show you something. Just the camera just keeps going. We all know what's about to happen back there. Yeah, maybe like a fire explosion comes from the side of the camera as it keeps going.
Yeah.
And then, a call back later, Fire Marshal Bill laying out in a hospital bed somewhere else, and another panning shot.
Surrounded by kids.
You know where my mind was going. So, so all that said, I believe that is it for this episode. So once again, I have been Theta. This has been Lessons. We've been Stoneface Reactions, and we will catch you next time. Bye-bye.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching another Stoneface Reactions. If you have an idea of another video we could go ahead and watch, go ahead and put it in the comments down below and we'll add it to the wheel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe and let us know what you thought about this video, what parts you liked. And until then, we'll see you next time. Is this too goofy?